Anthony Blake Washington. Who am I? I'm a young, successful black male that has a plan for my future, which I will succeed, which I was told all my life that I wouldn't amount to, that I wouldn't succeed. I wouldn't finish high school. Now I got a high school diploma, going to college. What the church program has did for me, it has taught me how to love, because growing up I loved nobody but myself. It's taught me how to trust, that I trusted no one but myself. And it's also taught me that I can't do everything by myself. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on no matter what, because I was the type of person when I grew up that if I couldn't do it myself, I wasn't gonna do it at all, I was just gonna give up. When I went to this torch program, it's taught me that I'm gonna have to lean on somebody, you know what I'm saying, at some point in time. And it's taught me that if I don't love myself, no one else will. And it's also taught me that it's gonna come a point in time where I'm gonna have to step on my own 2 feet and be my own man and stop depending on everybody to do everything for me. And with the torch program, I wouldn't know how to do that, because I just depend on everybody to do things for me, and if they didn't want to do it for me, then I don't know you ain't cool with me. It's just, I want everything handed to me. And when I went through this torch program, it's taught me a lot. It's taught me that so I can only succeed if I want to. And I remember when I was in there, I met up with this man named Frank Anderson, and he gave me this speech. Well, it was a scripture at the Bible, and I always remembered it, and I shared it with Kevin and Debbie, and the scripture go, how good and how pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together in unity. And without unity, you know what I'm saying, we wouldn't be existing. We all need each other. There's no one that can survive on their own, just doing everything by themselves. They're gonna need someone else. And it took me a long time to realize that. And it took me a long time to realize what I want for my future. What I want for my future is it ain't what I want, it's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be successful, I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to do everything it takes to let these young people like me, you know what I'm saying, realize what's out there and what they can get themselves into, and hopefully, you know, to lead them to the straight path. You know, because I went there wrong, but I want to lead them down the straight path that I went through. Because after I got out, I've been doing good. I had a couple of talks with my cousins because they trying to do what I used to do, and I just hope that I can get out there and I can talk to some young people and encourage them, you know, to follow the right path. And I was hoping that maybe that I could become a mentor, and I wanted to do some traveling myself and go places and talk to young people about my experience and share my testimony with them.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Desiree. And what Torch meant to me was it was a really awesome experience. It was very emotionally and mentally just challenging within yourself. And you see all these people that don't even know you that come in. I mean, you probably know the person you've seen down the aisle in the store that you've already passed the business faster than you would have known us. And they would come in and they sit around and they talk and they bring the love and the caring and everything that you wouldn't think that you'd have, because you are locked up and everything else. And the new games, they just make you feel like alive again. They make you feel like there is some life out there for you, that it's not over and everything else. And I was an atheist before I even went, and now I do believe in God. There has to be God for lots of reasons. So I know I get myself into trouble. And then I hope that out of all this whole 5 days I've been here, that Torch is going to be, you know, more done to it, and more people's learn more about it, and to make it better, to extend it to Because, the youth is, that's our future. Or your son's future, your grandkids' future. Is all these kids that are right now locked up. So it's a wonderful thing. And I hope all of y'all can come in tours. And I hope all of y'all can go to a torch or help assist in it or start one. Because it's changed my life a lot. I wouldn't be able to sit in front of you today.
I just want to say this, that there has been some people that have poured their life out into these two young people, and that's Debbie Vanderbilt and Bill. And I don't just mean have given them a word here or there, but have poured their life out to them. And I don't know how many of you all were in the service the other night that you heard Jim Capps when he stood up and represented Timothy and talked about mentoring and talked about how Paul had spoken into his life and made a life change in him. And Debbie, that's what you've done, and Bill, or Bill is in, and that's what we are called to do. It is not that we have to have degrees in counseling and all of those things, but that we speak into the lives of people and we make deposits into them in this ministry, and that we are called a ministry that continues to come back. And if we are going to really do anything, as Larry said, we can't do it 1/3. We got to do the whole thing, and that's what we are called to do. And what we need to do is be unified as a body, as Kairos towards, Kairos inside, Kairos outside. But we also need to make sure that when God puts somebody in our way for us to speak into their lives, that we do what